Good morning and welcome to Thursday and welcome to 5 Minutes. And today's chapter might seem a little hard to read. It is chapter 36, so read it on your own. And it goes through Esau's descendants, and it also goes to the rulers of Edom. And Esau becomes Edom. That's the nation that he fathers. And so this tells us a few things. And so what it tells us is he took wives from the Canaanites, right? So we see this, even from the beginning, that because he disregarded his birthright, he didn't value the spiritual implications of it. And so he's also taking wives from Canaanite women. So these are women who aren't following Yahweh, that are bringing their own false idols into the marriage. And so that's one thing we see. And we see, but we also see here there's a shift, right? Because now they're back living close by, but their possessions are too big to live together. So they said that they're too great for them to dwell together. So what Esau did is he moved his family to Mount Seir, which became known as the Edomites, right? And so that's where we see the separation. But so we see that this becomes a nation, the nation of Edom, and it's a great thriving nation. And the reason why, again, Esau is still Abraham's grandson, right? And so his seed is going to be great. But unfortunately, Esau does not follow Yahweh. The Edomites don't follow Yahweh. And so we see later on as in the section of the rulers of Edom, and we see a lot of their names are names that don't reflect Yahweh. Their names literally means wicked or tribute to Baal. And so there's a lot of people that aren't following Yahweh. And also we'll see later on the Edomites really hurt the Israelites in a couple ways, but the first time we'll see back later on in the days of Moses when the Israelites go into captivity as slaves in Egypt, and then Moses brings them back to the promised land. Remember, Edom is on this mountain and they refuse to let them through their land. And so there was a lot of hatred on the Edomites, right? Because they wouldn't let them through. And so, but God says, he even tells Israel, you are not to hate them, for he is your brother. So we still see, compassion on them, but also we see God modeling towards them of forgiveness, that they are your brothers, and even though they did this detestable thing, which they'll be judged for later, that you are not to hate them. So here we see the story of the nations unfolding, and we'll see how nations are choosing not to follow God, Yahweh, and Israel is still being protected by God's hand. Amen. And we'll see you tomorrow. Remember, 5 minutes in the Word can change your life.